Blog Talk Radio.
Beautiful souls, and welcome to Spiritual Guidance Radio. I'm your host, Catharine, and I hope everyone had a wonderful week this week, as well as the past couple of weeks. I haven't been on last week. I believe there was something that I had to be at for the week before as well. But, I'm so glad to be on with you guys, and I hope that, these last few weeks have been one that has been, not only, a new start for you, but also, to really just get rid of all of those things that no longer serve us. We just had the full moon, and so, as you may know, full moons are about releasing and letting go of all those things that no longer serve you. So, before we go ahead and get started, let's do a cleanse. As we, start this weekend off, to really just be refreshed and be renewed, and just be able to just take off all of those things that have been burdening you, that have been weighing you down as we go into this weekend. So if you are able to, I want to encourage you to just sit comfortably somewhere and close your eyes. And we're going to take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out to your mouth. Let's just get rid of all of those things that have been worrying you this week, all of those things that have just been weighing you down, and we're just going to all let that go. So let's just keep breathing into your nose, out through your mouth. As we close our eyes, as we create that still and peaceful space in our hearts, and we're going to just create that atmosphere, create that space that really calms you, that makes you feel at peace. Those elements in nature, whether it be a body of water, any plants or animals. What does that space look like for you? And then in our space, we're going to place an open door so that we can invite our angels and guides, as well as our archangels with us today. We have Archangel Raziel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Jophiel, and as well as Archangel Zadkiel. So they are here to really hold that space for us, as well as to bring in that energy of renewal, energy of balance, and then that energy that we are needing when it comes to love and light. As we sit in our space, and they are going to help cleanse each and every one of our chakras. And as they do with the swirling energy around us, going to help us to let go of all of the old energy, all of that weighted feeling that we have is going to be lifted out and transformed into love and light energy, this new energy, so that we can really be cleansed, so that we can feel renewed. And also this energy of peace that they bring, as well as that love and light energy that we are also meant to share with other people. So as they bring in this energy, I want you to really feel that energy, whether it's through feeling on your body, breathing it in, just breathing in all that old energy that we don't need. As well as taking note of the messages that they bring to us, the divine brings for us to receive today and throughout this weekend. So now the archangels as well as the angels and guides are going to help ground your energy. So from your root all the way down to the center of the earth, there's going to be this bright white light of energy that goes all the way down, connecting you to the earth and bringing back up this green and blue and white energy that comes all the way up through your feet, all the way up your body, filling each and every part of your body, just renewing and cleansing all of your parts of the body as it goes all the way up. And then it's going to flow out of your crown chakra and it's going to flow to the ground. And that energy is going to spread out, this energy that's yours as well as from the divine, from the archangels, from your angels and guides. And it's going to flow out to those people who are needing to receive, who are needing to really be able to just feel that love that is needed for them. Let's take a few deep cleansing breaths through your nose and then just blow out all of that old energy. And just feel that weight being lifted off your shoulders. And then when you're ready, you can bring back awareness into your body, as well as you can open up your eyes and welcome back. So, I hope that this week and the last couple weeks has been one of renewal for you. And today last week I was planning to talk about perfect divine timing. But of course, when it came to the archangels, this is what they wanted me to talk about, but then there was a lesson behind that as well. And last week I ended up being under the weather. I'm still kind of, getting over this cold that I had. But it was a lesson for me as well, when it came to that message of perfect timing. So, last week for me, the archangels were like, okay, yes, we do want you to share this message, but you have to wait for that perfect timing. And it was even for me as well, where they were sharing with me that, for me, it was important for me to get some rest and to, take some time off. But also it was a message for today where it's so important for us to really be able to let go of that control that many of us really desire, or we really want to take control of our lives, and so we try to control the timing of everything. We try to control what we do and what we say, and they were really showing me and wanting me to share with you that when everything is done in their timing, that's when things will flow much easier. That is when things won't feel stressful. It'll feel more at ease. And so this is kind of what it is that's coming in when it comes to next week's energy. And it has to do with that perfect timing. So if you have been the last few weeks, last few months, really be, wanting to, change your life, do those things that, are part of your purpose, but you felt a lot of blocks, a lot of restrictions, or just these, it felt like something was always in your way from really being able to step into your purpose. It has to do with that timing. So the divine is, sharing with us that it is important for us to wait for that perfect timing. And there are many times, and even including for myself this past few weeks, they've been sharing with us what that timing is. But a lot of times we miss those. Sometimes we miss those signs that come in. For instance, for myself, I have been I've been wanting to get into this job that I've been told that I was supposed to get into, to really shift what it is that my purpose is and what it looks like as we start to rebuild this year. And so, I've been, channeling with the divine, the archangels, and my impatience has been really getting in the way, and they have been reminding me over and over again that there is a perfect time. You have to wait. You have to be patient. And they had even reminded me, actually shown me at the beginning that it's going to be a month or so before I really am supposed to receive this job. And so, I saw that and I knew that, but my ego, my humanness, it made me really want to, move things along faster and wanting to really be, being able to receive this. However, they kept reminding me that there was that perfect timing that I had to wait for, and that they had reminded me of, they had shown me that it was going to be a month or so before I, received that job. And so it was that reminder every week that it was coming through angel numbers, through the channeling that I've been doing. And so for yourself, what did that look like for you when it came to, the divine asking you to wait, being patient, waiting for that perfect timing? Because, we kept being told that, we're supposed to be, rebuilding, reshaping, all these re's that I had talked about at the beginning of this year. And you've been wanting to get into that, but there have been all these different things, standing your way from really being able to, step into it. But they are showing us that it's coming. that it's right there, but you just have to wait for that perfect timing, because behind the scenes, there's a lot going on that we don't know. We aren't, a lot of times can't see behind the scenes, that everything is just being prepared for us so that that timing is right for us when it is that time. So how does that look for you? How has that been looking for you when it comes to your own purpose and your rebuilding and your reinventing of yourself these past few weeks? And I would love for you to share, because I'm sure there's other people who are listening who would love to hear what it is that you've been going through that has to do with what it is that they're going through as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take the calls that are waiting. But before I do, this coming week, when it comes to the energy, it's going to be very similar to what we've been going through, the steadiness of this energy. However, there's going to be that change that's coming this coming week. There's going to be movement that's going to happen, especially if you have been waiting for something to happen for you. If you've been taking the actions that you've been asked to take, if you have been taking those steps forward, there's going to be changes that are going to start to happen this coming week and the weeks to come. So, that patience, that when they've been telling you to wait, that is going to start paying off these coming weeks. So I'm so excited. There's a lot of changes coming in, especially if you have been really letting go of those things that do not serve you anymore, those things that are not aligned to you. If you have made that room, made that space for all the new things that are meant for you, then that is going to be coming in very soon. So I'm very excited about what's coming in. This month is almost over already. We are, stepping into the holidays. And so are you ready? Are you ready for what's to come at the end of this year as well as next year? And so if you haven't done that releasing, be sure to release and let go of those things that no longer serve us, including that need for control, and those fears that come in when it comes to thinking about doing something that's out of your comfort zone and that is different for you. So what does that look like for you? All right. So let's go ahead and take our first caller. We have area code 509. Hello, caller. What is your name or where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Mindy. I'm calling from Washington. How are you?
Great. How about you today?
I'm doing well. So I was just wondering if you could give me a general reading on just anything, I guess. Do I have to ask a question or?
No. So
okay.
I have Archangel Samuel, as well as Archangel Raphael stepping forward for you. And the first thing that they're showing me is it has to do with really loving yourself and getting some rest. I had that message, really hit me last week. I got sick, and that was their way of, just, showing me this is what you need to do. You need to get some rest. And so for you as well, they really want you to take that time for yourself this coming week. Really loving yourself, doing those things that you love to do, and really just getting that rest. Because I feel that, and I feel there's so much on your mind right now. Is that what's going on? Just a lot of stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to encourage you do you have a notebook that you journal on?
We do.
Okay. So with that notebook, just release everything that has been on your mind, you're just going to do this big brain dump. So just anything that's been on your mind, just write it all down. It doesn't have to make sense, but anything that really just comes in your way, just write it all down. Write all of those things that you're feeling, all of those things that have been hurting you, that have been, just on your heart for so long. So it could have been there for a while. Just write it all down as they come in. And then you're just going to, are you someone who likes to draw or paint?
Yeah, I paint. Yes, I'm a painter.
Wonderful. So, as you do that work, and you do this brain dump, you're going to start seeing more things. So you're going to start seeing more when it comes to colors, when it comes to images, even through your dreams. And just start painting all of that as well. So use the colors that really resonate with you at the moment. When it comes to your feelings, when it comes to just whatever it is that you feel is right, just start painting that as well. So that's going to be helpful to you when it comes to really loving yourself, and you're going to see more and more of what you need to see on that painting. So it's going to be, what I see is, one big canvas, and it's going to be like a continual painting that you're going to just keep adding on to. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. And as you do that, as you really listen to, what it is that you need to use when it comes to colors and the type of drawing that you're meant to, paint, you're going to really start seeing what it is that you're meant to do next. You're going to get these aha moments that come in as you paint and draw, and you're going to see more and more. This fog is going to clear for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, when it comes to love, so Archangel Chamuel, not only has to do with self-love, but also, loving relationships as well. So what I'm seeing is that has a lot happened when it comes to relationships with you recently?
No, I just met this guy and I thought that it was genuine, but I don't think it was. I think that it was a setup. But I've never felt like that about anybody. I don't know if it was genuine for him, but I mean, if he was an actor, he was pretty damn good at it. But I'm looking back at the signs and it was probably a setup.
Okay, so listen to your intuition on that, because you are right in that sense. I mean, there have been other things that this other person, was going through and all that stuff, but it was a lesson. There's a lesson for you there. So as you, really do that rest and loving yourself this weekend and next week, you're going to start seeing more and more of what you need to see about yourself. And it does tie into other relationships that you've had in the past. So you're going to start seeing this common denominator on, what it is that you need to really heal and let go of. And you're then going to start seeing the shift, this energy shift when it comes to love. And there is someone for you. And it's going to come quickly depending on how quickly you do this work on yourself. Okay?
Okay.
So don't worry.
Yeah,
it's
so I don't understand.
To...
Why was I attracted to him? Was it because I knew subconsciously that it was a setup, or like what was my I feel like almost like he was like the one, and then it was but it was so wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a fine line between love and hate, I guess sometimes, but it's like I don't understand what my position was in that. Like why would I be drawn to him like that?
And it has to do with self-love. So you're going to see that it's going to help what just recently happened and what's happened in the past has to do with really building that love for yourself, that strong foundation of love for yourself. So as you do that, that painting and the letting go of, all those things that have been really on your mind, you're going to start seeing just how it is that you really need to love yourself, and it's going to really start changing your mindset when it comes to love. And it has to start with you first. Loving yourself first completely for who it is that you are, who it is that you're changing into, because you are doing this transformation and you've been doing a lot of growth. So it has to do with this growth and a deeper level of growth that you're doing. And soon you're going to start seeing that, it's going to switch for you. All this, your mindset, seeing yourself in a new way, it's going to really switch all of that energy around you. So your relationships when it comes to friendships are going to change as well as love relationships. Those deep relationships, they're all going to start changing. So you just kind of look out for that. If people fall away, let them fall away. Okay, there's going to be some people where you're not aligned anymore to these people. So just let that go, and you're going to also start receiving new people that are meant for you as well. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. So yes, there's a lot of great things that are happening. You have to, though, just do this brain dump. Really love yourself, and you're going to get these aha moments that are really going to be eye-opening for you when it comes to how things have happened in the past for you, and it's really going to be amazing for you. There's a lot of great things happening that are going to happen towards this end of this last few months, and it's going to really kind of push you forward for next year. Okay?
Okay.
Well, I hope you have a great weekend. And
thank you.
If you have any other questions when it comes to the journaling, you can always reach out to me as well. So be sure to do that if you have any other questions. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Have a great weekend.
You too. God bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Let's go to our next caller. We have area code 937. Hello, caller. What is your name or where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is William, and I'm calling from Florida.
You said William, right?
Yes, from Florida.
Oh, okay, wonderful. How are you today?
Pretty good, yourself?
Great, thank you. So how can I help you today?
Yes, I'm calling because I had a romantic relationship with a young woman, and it ended, and I was just wondering, are we going to get back together? Her name was Miracle.
So I have Archangel Raphael stepping forward for you, as well as Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Samuel. So they're all kind of stepping forward for you because it's going to be important. I do see this kind of going in two different ways for you. And
okay.
What they're showing me is that it's important for you to really be open with this other person. So I know that it can be a little bit scary when it comes to, really being open and vulnerable. But in this sense, this has to do with your free will, okay? So what is it that you really want to happen when it comes to this relationship? And if you really want a deeper relationship with this person, it's going to be important for you to really be open with this person, being very honest with this person on your past relationships, what it is that you've went through as a child, and you're going to start seeing, things really open up, and also having this other person be very vulnerable with you as well. So it's a reciprocal relationship. So once you open up, it helps the other person open up as well. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. So this is kind of up to you. If you are very open with this person, and this person is then going to be able to open up to you as well, and it has to do with whether being very open, very vulnerable, or if you don't. This is also about your intuition. You have to really follow what it is that feels right to you. But also there are fears and doubts that may come in that has to do with what happened in the past with you, when it comes to childhood, when it comes to past relationships. So it's important for you to be able to understand what it is that your fears and doubts are. That is part of ego. That's not who it is that you really are. And being able to separate that from really listening to your intuition. So journaling is going to help with this. And it might take some time, but be patient with yourself with this, because you have been through a lot. So, to journal out everything that's happened to you in the past, all those emotions and the feelings that have really kind of you've kept guarded in your heart. So, writing all of that down, you're going to then be able to see what it is that you need to separate when it comes to those fears and doubts that you need to let go of and release, and really then being able to see clearly on what it is that you know that you have to do. Okay?
Okay. And so, and I'm assuming specifically with her, like I have to communicate these things to her? Is that what it is?
Yes, but also, so this does have to do with her, but it's going to help you with other relationships as well when it comes to your friendships and other people that you meet as well. So it's going to help in all of those different relationships that you're in, including family. So when you do this work, you're going to be able to discern what it is that you need to do when it comes to telling other people what it is that you need to really say, and what it is that you need to kind of just kind of keep from sharing completely at that moment. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So journaling is going to be a big help for you. And it doesn't have to be necessarily where you journal on a sheet of paper this whole time, but doing some meditating, also sharing with other people, those things that you really feel like you have to share with others. You're going to be able to get that feedback from other people. That's going to be helpful for you as well. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I hope you have a great weekend. There are a lot of things opening up for you when you do this work, when you do this healing work. It is healing work when we do this, do journaling on what it is that we need to see. So, keep doing that work, keep being open, and, doing some, just speaking in that way, so sharing your truth. That's going to be a big thing, and things will really start to open up for you, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Great. Well, have a great weekend.
You have one weekend as well. I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, so let's go to our next caller. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from? Hello? Hello? Okay, let's go to our next caller. We'll try back a little bit later. We have area code 919. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Sandra Kay, but I go by my middle name Kay, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Hi, Kay. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much.
So how can I help you today?
My question is regarding love. I am in a great phase in my life. I'm working on a new career opportunity, and I feel that is coming through soon. So I'm just wondering, when will new love come in?
That is actually,
Not
I have Archangel Samuel. I have Archangel Samuel and Archangel Jophiel stepping forward for you. And Archangel Jophiel has to do with joy. So, they both start with a J, so that makes it easier to kind of remember. But first, I want to mention that, yes, when it comes to your career, a lot of great things are opening up. So, keep doing those things that you love to do. And I can hear it in your voice that, you're doing a lot of work and a lot of great things. So keep doing that.
Great.
Don't let other people, bring you down because you're very empathic. So I know that it can be easy for you to really be dragged down when it comes to vibration-wise. But keep doing those things that are keeping you up vibrationally. So, it's great that you're doing that work. Now, when it comes to love, that's going to start shifting for you as well as you keep working on yourself and doing this healing work. So you did the healing work around career. So now as you get into those things that you love to do career-wise, it's going to start shifting when it comes to relationships too. So you just have to be a little bit patient on that, but keep working on yourself. Keep, letting go of those things that don't serve you, that are not aligned to you, to keep, that vibrational high that you're on right now. So as you keep doing the work, as you keep letting go and releasing those things that don't serve you, you're going to start seeing shifts in other areas of your life, including love. So, keep doing that work. Yes, it's going to be awesome. I do see at the beginning of next year, there's going to be a lot of great changes for you. So, keep doing that work on yourself, with that mindset that's, really starting to change for you because you are, starting to see that when it comes to jobs and career-wise. It goes along. It'll shift for you when it comes to love as well. When you do that mindset change. So keep working on yourself. Keep letting those things that that have been kind of weighing you down to just do that brain dump. Journal, and keep loving yourself. Okay, as you're waiting for this person, and actually it's going to be more than one person. It's going to be also when it comes to work relationships, all these different relationships. You're going to start seeing that change. Did you see a lot of people kind of fall away as you were doing this work on yourself?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So that is the process. That's part of the process. So now that you've really let go of those people have really fallen away, you're getting ready for this new shift. So just keep being open. Just keep loving yourself, doing those things that you love to do, and soon enough you're going to see it. It's going to happen, and it's going to be amazing for you. Okay?
That's wonderful. I was stressing a little bit over some of the people that were kind of dropping off, not necessarily stressing, but I couldn't understand why, over simple things. So that's understandable now. So, makes sense.
Yes, there's going to be great things happening for you. So, yeah, just keep doing that love for yourself, and it's going to happen. Did you have any other questions? I feel like there's something else.
Well, it is about the career. I've been interviewing, and I'm so excited about this opportunity, and I just feel in my spirit that this is the one, and you kind of pretty much confirmed that. But I'm just wondering, how soon should I expect to start on this new opportunity? Because I just believe without a doubt that this is the one for me. It's going to take me in a different direction.
You're definitely right. It's coming. It's coming. And have you been waiting a while?
Yes, I am working now, but it's not the most pleasant place.
Yeah.
My manager, she's a beast. But I truly believe in my spirit. I had an interview the other day, my second round of interviews, and it was just phenomenal. I have one more on Monday. But I just feel that this is the shift that I've been waiting for.
And have you been interviewing at multiple places?
No, yes and no. I did interview for one before, but that one has already been filled, which was okay because I wasn't as excited about it. But I've been applying for a lot of different ones, and this interview process I'm in now. I've interviewed with a lot of different people for this company. So. Yeah.
Now, what I see is there are going to be a few offers that come in for you, but you have to really listen to yourself. Now, what is it that you really want when it comes to those positions? And also, don't be afraid to ask questions that you really have. Right now with the whole Great Resignation, great rebuilding, reshuffling, you're hearing all these different reads. And, it's really a time for us, especially after the pandemic, to really do those things that you really want. So don't be afraid to ask those deep questions to these interviewers. And, really dig deep. Don't be afraid to really go there with them because, it's important that you're aligned to this job. And I do feel that you will find that perfect position for you. So, don't let anyone, freak you out because, you're not quite sure, if you should go there when it comes to certain questions. Because,
wonderful.
This is very important.
That's
you were very welcome.
Something else that I was concerned in too. So thank you. Definitely aligned. I appreciate this.
Wonderful. I'm so excited for you. There's a lot of great things going to be happening soon. Okay, so just be a little bit more patient.
Thank you.
And it's coming. All right.
Okay. Wonderful. Blessings to you.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You as well.
You. All right, let's go back to our caller here. Hello, caller. What is your name or where are you calling from? Hello? All right. Let's go to our next caller. We have area code 914. Hello, caller. What is your name or where are you calling from?
Hi, Catherine. It's Catherine. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fabulous. It's so great to hear your voice. I'm happy you're feeling better.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's, the divine likes to, be able to, say, hey, it's wake up. It's time for you to get some rest.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening to the initial signs. So how are you today?
Good, thank God. Yes, good. I've been doing some self-care too, I think. But no, just trying to get work stuff straightened out. I don't know. I'm trying to do a combination of getting my own project started as well as applying certain places. I just wondered what you see coming up. Like, I applied at this company that begins with the letter F. I'd love to get that position, or even something that I saw today pop up in London, of all places. That would be fantastic. So I was just wondering what you see coming through for me.
Okay, so I have Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel stepping forward for you, as well as Archangel Samuel and Archangel Jophiel, and Archangel Raphael. So you do have a lot of archangels supporting you right now. And this has to do with, so I know that we've talked about trusting in yourself before. And so there's a new level of this trusting in yourself that's coming in for you. So, when it comes to learning lessons, we're always learning. We're always growing, and we're always on this newer level. So, once we learn all the lessons from before, there's this new level of lessons that we need to really learn and shed all the layers of. And so that's what's coming in right now. So you're on this new level, this spiritual journey that you're on, and it has to do with a deeper trust in yourself. But not only trusting in yourself, but really trusting in what's coming in for you, because this last time that you had this transformation, you learned a lot more about the divine and the messages they had for you and how it came in for you. So how it is that you felt when you knew that you were supposed to take this next step or not to do something. So that's what you learned. But now they really want you to see it in a new level. So there's this new, you are leveling up. So there's this new level that you're going into, but you have to learn those lessons too. And so it's going to be important for you to really feel into these jobs that you're looking into, but also to really be able to see yourself in a way that is perfect and amazing and magnificent. So, we have to remember that we are amazing beings, and the divine created us in a way that is perfect. But so many times we have all this stuff from our past that really comes forward saying, nope, we can't do this, or we're not good enough in some way, or we don't have the skills to be able to do this. But it's going to be important for you to see that you can do anything that you really want to do. Don't let previous skills or not having previous skills really stop you from, taking that next step. But what is it that you really want? And I can kind of guide you when it comes to this whole job thing that you're looking at. I would say London is more of your direction, but it's really important for you to really see that for yourself. So, look at these jobs again. Look at what it is that they're asking for, or what they want you to do, when it comes to the job description. Does that really resonate with you? Is that what excites you? What it is that you really want to do? Okay? So without ego, without, your mind saying, oh, you don't have the resources, you don't have this and that, or you're not getting rid of those fears and doubts. After you shed that away, is that what you really want for yourself? Is that what you really see? So maybe doing some daydreaming, doing some journaling. What is it that you really want when it comes to stepping into what it is that excites you, that you want for yourself and your life going forward? What is it that you really want? Okay?
Yes. Yeah.
And when it comes to what it is that you're currently doing, keep doing it as you are looking for these jobs, but remember to really take some time for you too. To get some rest, but also, just being able to do those things that you love to do when it comes to being creative wise. Also, the holidays are coming up too, so don't be afraid to have some fun. And I think I've probably mentioned this before with you as well, but just going out there, enjoying yourself with your friends, and just kind of laying all the stuff that you really believe that you have to do when it comes to work, to just kind of lay it down for a little bit and let the divine just work. Because, when we keep, pressing on and working too much, we can burn out. And we don't want that for you. So, be sure to, take some time for you as well. And when you do that, that's when things really start to happen. That's when we get those aha moments, get clarity on what it is that we need to do next. And things will just really start to work out for you. So we don't always have to keep working to make things work, but the divine can work in us when we're resting too. Okay?
Yes, that's beautiful. Wow. Oh, yes.
Did you have any other questions for me? There's anything else that you'd like to share? There's one more question, yes, and I do. It's funny because I think you kind of hit on it in that message too. I was wondering, this other gentleman, I put in for a job with him. His name is Dan. Do you see that being another avenue that might come through? It would only be temporary, so it wouldn't interfere. It will only be like a contract. Okay, so that's part of kind of what we were, I guess, just kind of talking about when it comes to really trusting in yourself. And you've trusted in yourself before, and you've been correct. You've been right. Yeah. So really trust in yourself. You have this great intuition that you're able, if you look back on the last few months, you've seen how much you've grown. So now it's time for you to really keep trusting in yourself and really listening to where your heart is pulling you. Okay, if you see any red flags, that's a sign for you. So just really being able to listen to yourself. And journaling is going to be a big help for you in this process. So how people make those pros and cons lists and those red flag lists. Don't be afraid to do that. Whatever it is that you're drawn to help you to sort things out. So that you can really, pay attention to what it is that the divine is trying to show you. Okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, it was so beautiful. Last night I had this dream of a painting of Jesus, and it was like a purple backdrop with all these little stars around him. I just thought that was so beautiful. And I don't know, as you were speaking, you were saying, the divine works in you too while you're resting. That's what came to mind.
Wonderful.
So yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Don't be afraid to, because what I see is you drawing and painting and being creative, use what it is that you love to do, what you're kind of drawn to paint those pictures and to, be creative in that way. And that's when, we also start to really be able to see more and more of what it is that we need to do, okay?
Yes, that's amazing. Thank you.
No.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. I hope you have a great weekend, okay?
You too. Thank you. Much love and blessings to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Let's go to our next caller. We have area code 845. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Lucy calling from New York.
Hi, how are you today?
Good.
How can I help you today?
Okay, no, anything that you can tell me. I think, I gotta ask you a question.
No, you don't have to ask a question. I do have Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel stepping forward for you. And what I'm being shown is that there's a lot that you've been through recently that you really need to let go of, that you need to really heal from. And so first step for you would be to really just write down everything that has been bothering you. And that is going to help you to clear out a lot of this fog that you might be feeling. Does that make sense?
Yes. Mm-hmm. No, it's not a lot of things that have happened to me, but things always happen,
Mm-hmm. So it's really going to be important for you to journal out, do some meditating on everything that's really bothering you, because I really feel it for you, like in my heart, just kind of throughout my body. It feels a little bit heavy. So that's a sign usually that there's a lot of old energy that needs to be brought out. So anything that you've been feeling, all those things that you've gone through that's on your mind, it's really going to be important for you to really let that go. And it helps to journal out all those things that you're feeling, all those things that have been worrying you, that have been stressful for you. It really does help to write it down. So it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be in a certain way. But anything that really comes to your mind that's really been heavy on your heart, to write it down. And that's going to be a big step for you, a big first step. So is there, I feel there's a confusion on what it is that you need to be doing next. Is that something that's been coming up for you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as you do this journaling work, it's going to help you to really release everything that you don't need. So you're putting everything that's been on your shoulders, that's been on your heart, in your mind, all on paper. And so we're kind of, you kind of have to see this as this energy that you're putting on paper. And then you're going to be clearing your mind and your kind of clearing out your heart to make room for those messages that are meant for you from the divine. So that's why it's really important for you to really let go and release all the old energy, all those things that have been bothering you, that have been worrying for you. It really does help to put it on this paper so that you can make room for that new energy to really come in for you. And energy meaning, when it comes to messages from the divine, to understand what it is that your next steps are, what it is that you really need to do. Also, what you'll be starting to receive is more of your gifts and abilities to be able to see that. Also, you're going to be actually being able to start seeing, being more clairvoyant on what it is that your next steps are. Are you someone who dream a lot? Like, remember your dreams?
Not really. Not really. No, I don't really.
Like when you were younger, when you were little, do you kind of remember anything?
I used to see things that happen in the present, like used to see. It's different, like the visions. I always have visions. I can see what is going to happen in the future for people.
Yes.
I don't call it psychoeducation.
Awesome. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. So those things that you've been able, those are your gifts and your abilities that you're able to do. So, but right now there's so much that's happened to you that's really, holding you down. That's keeping you from being able to go back to who it is that you really are when it comes to those gifts and abilities that you have. Those are amazing gifts that you have. And so we want to help you to get back to that. So when you release and let go, when you journal out all those things that happened to you, you're able to then clear out a lot of, and help you to really heal and let go of those things that are not who it is that you are. So you are that person who can see visions, that, is very clairvoyant, and also be able to hear from the divine, through hearing and all these other gifts that you have, that you do have, and I see for you. But it's really important for you to really be able to let go and heal from all those things that have happened recently as well as in the past that are really blocking you from being able to see those gifts that you have. And then those gifts are going to really be able to help you to step into your purpose and really be able to see just how amazing you are and what it is that you're meant to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and you say that journaling is going to help me? Anything else that you see that can help me?
So right now, to really focus on journaling and doing some meditating, I know have you been doing some meditating right now?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. I used to do meditating twice a day, yes. And then...
Mm-hmm. So, right now, there's just so much, on your mind, that's on your heart, that's just really weighing you down that you really need to let go of, and you just journal everything out. And it's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you that. There's going to be emotions that come out that are going to be important to really be released and let go of, so that you can really go back to who it is that you are. This amazing person with all these amazing gifts, that is who it is that you are. And so, first to really focus on letting go of releasing all this old energy, all the hurts, all those things that are really weighing on your heart and your mind, to really start focusing on that first, okay?
Okay.
Right?
And then, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and there's going to be great things that are happening for you. It's in the works right now. The divine is working through you, but you really have to let all of this go. It's going to really feel good when you let everything go. It's going to really be like a literal weight off your shoulders. You're going to feel lighter as you do this work. And then the divine is going to really you'll be able to hear them and see them in a way that you haven't in a long time. Okay?
Okay. When you say let go, is let go of the thing, the thoughts, or the feelings. So
all the thoughts, all the feelings, all the emotions, all the stress, everything that has been really on your mind and your heart. Everything that you think of all the time, that's been really weighing you down, all those feelings of hurt and anger and all of that, just write it all down as they come in, okay? It may take a few sittings for you to really kind of get things rolling, but start with your current thoughts first, okay? And just start writing, and it doesn't have to make sense, but just keep writing as they come in and as you feel it, even those feelings. If you're feeling hurt, to write down that you're feeling hurt by what, and just keep writing, okay?
Oh, okay. That sounds good. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You are very welcome,
so
and I hope you get some rest as well, okay?
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Thank
All right.
you so much.
All right, so let's go to, we have another caller, area code 845. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Maria. I call from New York.
Hi, Maria. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. You give a message from Angelic?
What was that?
You give a message from the Angelic?
Oh, yes. I feel like that's what you said. So I have Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Samuel stepping forward for you. Now, have you been doing some rest?
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any rest?
Yes.
Okay. So, what they're kind of showing me is that it's going to be important for you to do those things that you really love to do. They keep bringing that up because you're so focused on your family and everyone else. But when do you come in? Does that make sense?
My family in Italy. I want to go. I don't know when I got to go.
No. So you're always worried about everyone else, but you're not doing those things that you love to do.
Yeah, I know.
So what is it? So what is it that you want to go to Italy, right?
Yes.
But why is it that you really want to go to Italy?
Because I'm born there.
For you?
I like to see things over there. I like bringing my daughter over there. I got important stuff to do it. I got to see if I can buy property over there. You see if I buy property over there.
So let's focus on this. Okay. What Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel really want you to see is to really picture what it is that you want when it comes to going to Italy. What is it that you really want to see happen there? And also, it's really important for you to take that time to, don't be afraid to daydream. And don't be afraid to dream about what it is that you really want. Because once you really start doing those things that you really want, everything else when it comes to everyone else is going to fall into place as well. Also, what they're showing is it's going to be important for you to really let go of control. And that's really important because we have to remember that the divine always has the best things for us. And, they want the best for us. So, to really, let go of wanting to do everything yourself and the way that you want to do it, and to really say, okay, I'm here, I really want to do what it is that you want me to do when it comes to, and so when it comes to your life, when it comes to what it is that you want to see for everyone else, to really just be open to that. And you're going to then start seeing all those things that you really want to happen. But it's important for you to really just do those things that you love, let go of a lot of that, those responsibilities that you feel that you have to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay? So we have to remember that everything that is meant for us is going to happen for us. And it's all good. Okay? But it's important for you to just, do some resting, do those things that you love to do, and then you're going to start seeing a lot of things come together for you. So it's about that perfect timing that we're talking about today. It's about, waiting for that timing that the divine has for us, and everything will work out smoothly for us if we just kind of let go of that control and let go of that need to make things happen. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Very well.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. So we'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let's go to our next caller. We have area code 954. Hello, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Shanice, and I'm calling from Florida.
Hi, Shanice. How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm great. How can I help you today?
Okay, so basically I was trying to get a reading on how things are going to go with my parents in the future and also my significant other.
Okay. So I have Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Gabriel stepping forward for you first. Okay, so we'll go with them first. And they're stepping forward because they really want you to see that just how amazing you are at first. Okay, let's just bring up, just to say that first, because there have been a lot of things. What I'm seeing is from the past, from when it comes to what your parents have told you and shown you in the past when you were little, are things that kind of are keeping you from doing those things that you really want to do. Does that make sense?
Yes. I feel like with my parents, I'm definitely different than they are. So because of that, like the choices that I would make would be completely different than that they would make. I'm more like a free-spirited, unique person.
Okay. That's great that you see that, because you are, who it is that you truly are is amazing, and you're created, everyone is created uniquely, and so it's important for you to really see that for yourself. But also, yes, there's things from your parents' past that has to do with generations and generational living beliefs that they're trying to, they don't intentionally bring it onto you, but it's just what it is that they've learned. And so they're kind of trying to teach you those things. But it's important for you to really see that that's not who it is that you really are. And to remember that you were created in the image of the divine, which is perfect. You're a perfect soul. And you were created in the way that you are. So don't be afraid to really showcase who it is that you really are and what feels good for you. And that is going to be very different from what it is that your parents want for you. Because they grew up in a certain way, and so they expect you to be a certain way. But you have to really do what it is that you feel in your heart is right for you. And that is who it is that you are. And it also has to do with your relationships, too, when it comes to your significant other and friendships, that it's important for you to really just be who it is that you are, and that's right for you. Other people may tell you you should be like this, or you should do this or that, but you know what's right for you. And so don't be afraid to be that trendsetter, and that leader, because it's your life. and it is who it is that you are. So it's important for you to really do those things that feel right to you. And when you do those things that you love, that you're passionate about, you're going to help others to be able to see who it is that they are as well. So, don't be afraid to be that leader that, you are meant to be, and do those things that really feel right for you, okay, and for your life, not to follow what it is that other people are telling you just because whether they're your parents or other elders that you feel that you have to respect, but you can still respect them and still do those things that you truly want in your life. And it does have a lot to do with when it comes to culture and background. So I'm not sure what your background is or what your culture is, but to know that it's what it is that you are truly passionate about, that you truly desire for your life, is meant for you. Does that make sense?
Right. So just a little bit about my background. My family is African American. And we also have blends of European and Native American ancestry. So basically,
wow.
when my parents grew up, it was kind of like segregation, the Jim Crow South. It wasn't as bad in this area of Florida, but they had experiences with civil rights and things like that. So because of that, culturally, it's very different than how I'm living now, because obviously I'm able to go to an integrated school. I have friends of all different nationalities and backgrounds and stuff. So it's completely different. And I'm more of like a well-rounded kind of like universal person, and I like to be exposed to different cultures and different beliefs and different traditions and things like that. So my parents, they have more of a traditional, old-fashioned way of looking at things because of how they were raised.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing that. And so for you, it's really important, because you are this well-rounded person, to really take, what it is that feels right to you and make it your own, okay? So, you've been exposed to a lot of different religions and backgrounds, and it's great that you have all these different friends from different backgrounds. And so, what feels right to you when it comes to how you live your life? What it is that you really want to do with your life, and to keep growing in that way. So I do feel that are you fairly new to the journey, spiritual journey?
Well, I started my spiritual journey when I was in college, around 2007. I also knew that I had psychic abilities when I was 12, because I was able to predict and sense things about people. But I've been on the journey for a while. But just recently, I've been opening up to it more, doing tarot card readings, helping people, getting into like the magical aspects of it. So I've been kind of like developing into it more, because I'm around people who have done that magical thing for a long time, and they've exposed me to it.
Wonderful. So, keep going on that journey, because you're going to start seeing more and more of your gifts and abilities that are meant for you. But it's really important for you to, shed those limiting beliefs from, childhood and from what it is that you learned from your parents, and really understand that the divine really wants you to do those things that you are passionate about and that you desire and dream for yourself. So, we don't have those dreams just because. Those dreams that we have for our life is meant for us. So what does that look like? Even after the pandemic, after all that we've been going through, it may take a little bit of reshifting and just redirection because of what our world looks like today. But that doesn't mean that you're not meant to do those things that you truly dream about. Okay? So what is it that you truly desire for your life? And to, as you think about those things, to really shed away those fears and doubts that are not who it is that you are. Those fears and doubts, that's our humanness that really comes forward, but also it has to do with limiting beliefs that we grew up with, those things that we've kind of learned along the way that we have to really let go and shed and heal so that we can truly see what it is that we're really meant to do. So, go back to what it is that you've been dreaming about or what you dreamt about when you were younger, what it is that you wanted to really do. And to know that when you do those things that you truly love and are passionate about, you're going to really be changing the world in a big way, using your gifts, using your abilities that you have, and those abilities that you're going to grow into as well. So it's going back to basics and back to who it is that you are, because it's already been in you. So those things are going to continue to grow for you. Those gifts you're going to see more and more of as you keep growing, as you keep changing and transforming. So, keep being open, keep healing those things that no longer serve you, that are not aligned to you. And there's going to be a lot of great things headed your way. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Any other questions or anything you wanted to share?
Yeah, the other question that I had was, I'm currently dating a man and we're engaged, and I wanted to see if you saw anything about the relationship and what the future holds with that.
Okay. So keep being who it is that, don't forget who it is that you are when it comes to this relationship or any other relationships. It's really important for you to, keep remembering just who it is that you are, really loving yourself fully, because and meaning that you stand your ground on who it is that you are, not changing for anyone else, but being who it is that you are. And as you keep focusing on your growth and your transformation, you're going to see how everyone else really fits in. And those people who are meant for you are going to be, sticking around, and those who are meant to fall away are going to fall away. So it's really important that you keep building that strong foundation of love for yourself. And that when you do that, you're going to, find the right people that are meant for you in all types of relationships, whether it's career, whether it's friendships, whether it's love relationship. That's all going to be there for you. But it's really going to be important that you remember and keep remembering who it is that you are. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you.
Well, I hope you are very welcome. I hope you have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So let's see here. We have area code 937. Hello, caller. What is your name or where are you calling from? Okay. Let's see. We'll try. Hello, caller.
Hi, Andy. You were taking my call. Oh, my God. I was hoping you came back. I have some time. It's Melissa, and I was listening to you off and on. I do go back and check. So any wonderful message, and also I like somebody new, and I believe this one is the light. It's a light one. It's different, and I think this one is different, but it might take a little time. He's a little bit younger.
Okay. So I have Archangel. I have Archangel Samuel as well as Archangel Michael stepping forward for you, and Archangel Raphael. So they're stepping in for you because it's important for you to remember who it is that you truly are, okay? So what I'm saying is that you've been so busy helping everyone else that you're forgetting about yourself. Is that right? Hello?
True. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I don't know if you heard me, but so recently, have you just been kind of forgetting about yourself and being there for everyone else?
Yes. Yes.
So they're stepping in because they want you to remember who it is that you are and taking care of yourself. Okay? So it's going to be important for you to get some rest before you get sick, just like I did. You don't want that.
What? Before you got hit?
Huh?
Did you say that? What did you say that before you got hit? The last thing you said, that was true.
Oh, they want you to get some rest so that you don't get to the point I got to last week. I was not last week, and the divine was like, okay, they're like, we're getting you sick because you need to get some rest. You don't want to get to that point, okay? And I have a feeling you're getting to that point. You're kind of, you're feeling down and you're not feeling so well. Is that what's happening right now? What was that? Hello? Hi, are you there? Okay. Hello? All right. I think we'll try her back a little bit later, but we have, let me see here. We have, hello, area code 347. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Tamika and I'm calling from New York, Long Island, New York.
Oh, hi. How are you today?
I'm okay. Well, not so I'm kind of like calling because I wanted to know. Recently I finally left a job that was horrible. I was so miserable at. And I was trying to get a job at other places like work from home or out of state, and nothing had happened. So I ended up taking a retail job just so that I have a check coming in while I'm still looking. And I started the job last week, and I don't think I could physically do it anymore because I'm in a lot of pain. The reason I stopped retail years ago was because I couldn't stand for long periods of time anymore because it hurt my legs because I did it for so many years. And now it's starting to happen again. And I'm worried. I'm like in panic mode because I don't think physically I could do this for another couple days or more months or anything. And I'm like in panic mode because I'm looking for another job. I need to find another job. So I'm just wondering if you see me getting a new job anytime soon because I don't think I could do this one. I'm like in too much pain.
Mm-hmm. And there's a reason. And so I have Archangel Raphael and Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Samuel stepping forward for you. And so what they're showing me is, yes, this is not the right position for you. And a lot of it has to do with these fears and doubts that have been coming in for you, that you just kind of grabbed a job that just came for you. But there are jobs right now that you're kind of overlooking because of the fears and doubts that are coming in, but also you don't feel that you can do certain jobs because you think that you don't have the skills for it. But we have to look outside of that, outside of I want you to kind of remember, do you remember that first job you had?
Yeah, it was retail, and my feet, I have damaged feet because of it. I started when I was 16, so I was fine then, but now
okay.
I can't do
So that first job that you had, did you have those skills and those experiences that they were looking for?
No.
Okay. So this is how we need you to look at getting a new job. So first, I want to encourage you to do some journaling on what it is that you really want for yourself. We're going to take ego out of it. We're going to take all the fears and doubts and what you think you can't do out of it, because that is not who it is that you are. What is it that you truly want out of the job? Okay, so to do some journaling on that. What is it that you really want? Now, another side of this journaling is going to be that it's going to be important for you to let go of these fears and doubts that come in, especially as you think about what it is that you really want. Your dream job. We're going to think of this as your dream job. What is it that you really want to do? But because of our ego, because of fears and doubts, because of things we've learned in the past, saying that we're not good enough in some way, or we don't have these skills, that keeps us from really being able to step out of our comfort zone. So it's going to be important for you to do some journaling on why is it that you are feeling this way, whether it's someone told you in the past that you couldn't do something. What is it that comes to mind for you? And to journal that out, okay? And as you do that, you're going to start seeing that, and it's going to tie back to that first job that you had. You didn't have the experience previously. This was your first job. You may not have had the skills that they were asking for, but you still got that job. So we're going to look at this new job that you're going to get without having to say, without really looking at those skills and the experiences, and to start fresh, okay? So just like you're getting your first job, and what is it that you really want? So to journal out a job description of what it is that you want out of your job, to write down what is, without really thinking about your skills and experiences, what is it that you really want? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. But when I was younger, my first job was a retail job, and they were always retail jobs, and they were easier to get because, I just was the look, that a lovely personality and the look, which I had, and I still sort of have. I still have, but the jobs I need now, I'm applying to, they're like administrative jobs. They need, more skills than that. And I mean, I've been applying to them, even ones that I never worked at, with my resume, just taking a chance. And I don't know why I haven't gotten a response from them, but I've been putting, my resume out there for companies that I've never worked for, or worked like companies not similar to ones I worked at in the past, and nothing is coming through because.
But is it? But are they jobs that you really want? This has to be very connected when it comes to your heart. When you look at a job description, is it something that excites you? Is it something that you? Go ahead.
Some of them have been ones that I've really wanted, but would have been ones that made me happy, I think.
Okay. So now we were also talking about perfect timing. And there's a lot of people who have been really struggling with that. And I'm one of those people as well. But I've always been reminded these past few weeks that there's always this divine timing that we have to wait for. And so you had mentioned that you kind of jumped into a job because you were fearful of, when it comes to money and all those different things. And so now it's going to come in for you, but it's going to be important for you to really focus on what it is that you really want when it comes to job. It's hard, but it's really important for you to set aside those fears and doubts that come in when it comes to this process. And I know it's not easy, but that right position is going to come for you, but it's also about that perfect timing, okay? So keep looking for those jobs that really excite you, that you feel that you really can do, even though you may not have those skills and abilities that they're looking for. But when it comes to that time when they do call you, or if you call back to kind of follow up what it is, when it comes to the application process, if you call them and, sometimes, they will be able to tell from your excitement, from the way that you just talk to them, that, you're going to be the right fit. But it is about that timing. So, keep going, keep looking, okay? And, don't just jump into a job that you feel because you need the job right now to jump into that, but know that you're going to be taken care of. I know it is scary when you don't have a job and you worry about bills and all this other stuff that you have to pay. But to know that you are going to be taken care of and that right job is going to be coming for you. You just have to keep taking those steps, out of your comfort zone and, just go after those things, the job that you really want. Don't be afraid to even call these companies too, to just kind of follow up and see where you're at, where they're at with the status of your application. But, really going after those jobs that you really want. Okay?
Mhm. Do you see when you're getting a new job?
So it will come, but it really also depends on you going through this healing process, the journaling and the growth, and as you see these lessons come in for you, it's going to happen faster depending on how it is that you work through this process. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. So I guess we are, past the hour and a half. But, before I sign off tonight, when it comes to perfect timing, we have to just trust and have that faith that we're going to be taken care of. And a lot of times, with our fears, with our doubts, with just our humanness, it's easy to forget that, that we're going to be taken care of, that, the universe and the divine have our back. But to know that, there's so many things going on in the background, so many things that are happening for you that are setting the stage for you to be able to get that job or be in that relationship that you're meant to be in. And so to really trust that the divine is going to, do those things and give us those things that we are meant for. But sometimes it's about waiting, and the divine many times will tell us that it's important that we wait. But that doesn't mean that we don't take those steps, those first steps to really show the divine, to show the universe that is what it is that we want, and taking those steps that they show us. And a lot of times it's about, taking the time to let go of those things that are not aligned to us, even though we may not have anything ready to go, whether it be a job, being aligned to something is, a lot of times letting go of those things that are not aligned to us, that don't feel good to us, and waiting for that perfect job or that relationship or anything else that's meant for us, and clearing that way first. And so, it may be that you just have to wait a few more weeks or maybe a month. It's whatever that is, to know that you are going to be taken care of, and that we're going to be able to step into what it is that is meant for us, that we truly desire. But sometimes it's just about waiting. But as we wait to take those next steps in other areas that we're being shown, and also, when it comes to the new moon, and when it comes to the first of the month, to really set those intentions. What is it that you truly want? And when we are clear about that, that is when the divine is going to be able to show you those next steps. And it may be scary where, they're asking you to step out of your comfort zone. But if that is what it is that you truly want, those things that you set when it comes to those intentions, then when you take that next step that they show you, that is when we show them that we're ready, and that is what it is that we truly want. So it is important for you to take those little steps that they show you, but in order for us to get there, to be able to understand what that next step is, to clear out all of those things that don't serve us, all of those fears and doubts, all the limiting beliefs that come in. And so it's important for us to do that work in order for us to really be able to see what it is those next steps are, and what it is that we're being called to do in order to achieve those goals that we want to achieve, to really step into our purpose and do those things that we truly desire and are passionate about. We have to remember that those things that we truly want, those things that we're truly passionate about and that we desire, is part of our purpose and what it is that we're meant to do. So I want to thank everyone for joining me today. If you weren't able to go live on air with me today, you can go to facebook.com/Spiritual Guidance Radio, and you can reach me through message me there. If you have any questions when it comes to journaling, if you need some prompts in order to really get the ball rolling for you, or if you'd like to book a session with me, I do in-depth sessions with clients so that we can really clear out those limiting beliefs and really get to what it is that is truly meant for us. So I want to thank everyone for joining me today, whether it's you listened in or will be listening in or you called in today. I will be back next week to talk more about what it is that is coming in for us when it comes to energy, when it comes to, we'll be talking about the month of November, what to expect there. And I hope everyone has a wonderful week. This week is going to be, there is going to be activity going on, experiences and opportunities that are waiting for you. So to just look out for those. And as always, I'm sending you all lots of love and light. For those who are needing to get some rest, be sure to get some rest. and do some journaling and meditating and all that good stuff. And I can't wait to hear from you on what it is that's been coming in for you, what it is that you've been learning, and how you've been growing as we start to wrap up this year. So sending you lots of love and light, and we will talk again very, very soon. So bye-bye for now.